Hey there, my name's Noni from Enhanced Life Psychology. I am just coming to you today, as you can see from the post, about making connections. It's a really tough time at the moment. We are talking about going into self-isolation, potentially quarantining ourselves from everybody. There are so many rumours going on around the country going into complete lockdown, and what that might mean for us as individuals. I am, like most of us, I'm concerned, anxious about what this might mean for myself, but also for my friends and family and other people, my clients, who might not be able to go out just to catch up with people. It's tough to maintain connection in these times, especially when you are one of those in that most vulnerable group. So the most vulnerable group apparently includes those who are 70 plus, those with chronic health issues, and maybe those with disabilities. And for them, and those who have young children maybe, they're choosing to stay home more often, not to go to the office, not to go out, maybe not to go to school, not to go to work, because if they are in these environments, there is a greater likelihood that they might be exposed to COVID-19, the novel coronavirus. But at this particular time, it is so important to maintain connection with those people you know who might be in isolation, those family members, those friends. And sometimes, our traditional ways of maintaining connection might be to knock on the door, catch up for a coffee, go and see them. But at the moment, that's maybe not recommended, because if we're not isolating ourselves in the same way, we might be carrying the virus. We might not just exhibit any signs of it, but then we might share it without knowing. And so sometimes maintaining that connection, and I've spoken to a couple of people who are really quite concerned about their mental health given the need to self-isolate. And so sometimes it's really difficult to make those connections. But here's a few ideas. One is phone. Phone calls are so important. They've always been important when we can't see people. But many of us have smartphones, which means we can video call, which means we can actually see them, like you're watching me now. And so making that video call, that FaceTime call, that video call, means that we can actually see someone. We've got a greater connection with them because we can see their face, read their expressions, and respond to that micro body language that we usually might respond to when we're face to face with someone in the same space. The other alternative is, if you're in self-isolation, you can go live on Facebook, and you can do this. You can limit I'm pretty sure you can limit who you go live to. And that is a way of broadcasting updates about how you're doing to your social network and those who you're in contact with, who you would usually be in contact with. There's also and I hesitate to recommend this, but Zoom is, and I'm pretty sure you can do this with FaceTime, you can have multiple people FaceTiming within a conversation. Zoom is a video teleconferencing platform, and you can actually set up a free profile with Zoom, and you can use it to have a video conference call, video meeting, and it's free for 40 minutes with more than one person. With just one other person, so you and one other person, you can have as long a conversation as you want. But it's video. So you can actually have dinner together with a group of friends, have your phone sitting in front of you in your own homes, and you can all chat with each other, and you can see the person who's talking at each particular time. So that makes if you are all in isolation or quarantine, there's an option to maintain that connection. But I think there are lots of other things being posted and shared on social media about how we can connect with people, those around us who, our neighbours who might be less able to do shopping than you. And maybe it's helpful to check in with them. Slip a note under the door or knock on the door, ring the doorbell, and from a distance, if they're older and more frail, actually chat with them and have a conversation with them, maintaining that social distance so that you can actually maintain connection with them. So I'm going to leave it there, but I think it's really important to maintain connection in these times when we might have to lock down, we might have to reduce the amount of time we spend in the space of other people. So as always, I'm here to help you enhance your life, and I know that's really difficult at the moment, but keep in contact, keep checking in with your loved ones, and I'll come back with another tip. See you soon. Bye.